Hi, my name is Robin, and today I will be showing you how I have designed a very small and simple interactive horror ambience system for a short student game project. To make it simple, the game is about a giant 3D cubish maze you're stuck into, and you obviously have to find a way out. That is, if you manage not to come across the path of the monster lurking around here for you. First of all, let's just have a quick listen to the main ambience. It was only a short extract of it, but you could hear in there some small sound effects, such as behind those sound effects, we have the main 5 loops acting as a sound mask that will never leave the player. The most important interactive factor of the game is, of course, the distance between you, the player, and the monster. In my design, this factor has multiple applications, such as managing the presence or absence of a sound, the output volume of a sound, the sense volume of a sound, and the filtering of a sound. Besides that, the main purpose of this proximity factor is to act as an intensity. As the distance between the player and the monster decreases, the proximity variable gets bigger, increasing what we could call an intensity parameter. The player also benefits from small audio notifications, depending on his localization in the environment, or again, the monster proximity. I've made it so the player could hear specific sound effects. Because the game has mainly 2 environments, some sound effects can only be heard in one or the other. Also, for a greater immersion, almost every sound effects have signal sense towards reverberation effects. One, again, is for larger places, like rooms, and the other is for smaller ones, like vents. At specific occasions, the player is able to gather information. By listening closely, he could even roughly guess if the monster is nearby or not. Sounds and stingers can inform him about the monster's proximity, the monster's presence in a nearby event, as notifications, the player can also hear him successfully getting away from the monster, him having had a brief glimpse of the monster. For design purposes about the game itself, a great majority of those sound effects are actually tricky to hear. Therefore, they still act as ambience fillers, rather than direct gameplay information. No surprise there, when the player is spotted by the monster, a scary music is triggered. But because the game is more about escaping from the monster, the music has to be aware of the fact that in a single run, the player could get pursued multiple times. Consequently, we would not like the music to be boring. So by randomizing stuff, I could easily get a renewable system divided into three main parts: intro segments, rising segments, looping segments. And additionally, the end segments. As you may have heard it, each time those parts are called, they trigger multiple random music segments. Now let's try the whole system